Hello. It's the next day. And I'm still kinda processing. Apologies for people who wanted to see my in-the-moment thoughts, but I can't really communicate very well when I'm thinking of things. Is the island still the same? Is it the same island? When I played this game, I would often come out of the Sync Nexus and spend time with Desmond, because Desmond is the best character. I got very familiar with just running up and down this island. There's not anything to do here. There's no hidden secrets. There's nothing to do, not even with Eagle Vision. There's nothing here. But I still came out here every so often just because Desmond's the best character. But I always thought that this would be important because it looks important, you know. These three, I still don't quite know what these are. These look like stone, but I guess technically they're not anything. They're data, but I always figured that this would be important for the end of the game or something. I really like these Sync Nexuses, Animuses, Animi. You know, there's 5 of them. But there's 2 over here that are broken. Or, they were broken. They're fixed. These were broken. Do they do anything? No. This is my favorite area on Animus Island. you know, the hum of the Nexus, the weird ambient droning, the waves, the wind. But, okay. I guess I need to think about the ending. I rewatched the footage. As I'm recording this, I posted the first episode to YouTube. Got a lot of good feedback on that. Thank you very much. I love all my friends. They're all so supportive. So nobody's seen my reaction to, well, when I post this they will, but right now I could pretend that no one has seen my reaction to Altair. God damn it, Altair. Desmond's the greatest modern day assassin, but Altair is the greatest historical assassin. Even better than Ezio. I like Altair better than Ezio. Ezio, you know, is very charming and handsome, and like it makes me, you know, when he does the thing, he's very sexually charged, and that's kind of weird to talk about out loud, but you know, I mean, he's good. He's good looking. He's handsome and stuff, but like, I'm gonna say something controversial. Well, I don't know. I've heard that like liking present day in Assassin's Creed is controversial. Because everybody likes to pretend that it's historical setting and not cyberpunk. But I think Ezio's personality is a little bit bland in contrast to Altair. I mean, to be perfectly honest, if I'm being completely honest, Desmond's personality is also kind of a bit bland. He's kind of just there. But for some reason I really like him. I don't know. I connect with him a lot. I have not stepped out into the Sync Nexus yet. I do need to do I have a list of things I need to do before I move on to AC3. So I can't move on yet, but two things I need to do is the book cutscene and the friend who told me to do these blind reactions also told me to full sync sequence 8, but she wouldn't tell me why, of course, because what's the fun in that? My thought is, in Brotherhood, full syncing sequence 8 gave you a Deadman skin, so maybe full syncing sequence 8 in Revelations might give you something similar to that. sure. I need to talk about the ending. How do you even talk about that ending? How do you even process that ending? This game starts off with an existential crisis, and then it ends on an existential crisis. And also, it's another cliffhanger. I started with AC1 in 2020. I don't know how many people know this, but I didn't know anything about Assassin's Creed when I first started playing. I picked it up because, oh hey, it's a cool stealth game. You know, the setting didn't interest me that much. Like, a stealth game where you play as an assassin in... At that point I was very uncultured, so I just called it the olden medieval era. A stealth game where you play as assassin in olden medieval era, and you can climb buildings. It's all that I knew about the game. And then I loaded up, and then that intro with like the Animus glitching and stuff. I had a physical copy of the game and a PlayStation 3. My PS3 is a bit old at this point. I got her back in 2009, and the first game I ever played was Uncharted 2. So yeah, she's old. She's getting up there. Still runs. But that intro played, and I thought she was going to break in half. Like I literally thought that either her, like there was something wrong with her hard drive, or there was something wrong with the game. And then the game started, and you know, Desmond just wakes up dead in the Animus, and I was completely in love. Because I never played anything like that in my entire life, where like it's kind of like the Matrix, you know. And you know, as the game goes on, there's a lot of deep questions about like, is it better to be enslaved and have peace, or is it better to have chaos? Well, chaos, anarchy, you know, freedom, and the line that Al-Mualim says to Altair about how, in order to truly have peace, everyone must be enslaved or something like that. That really resonates with me. It's a very deep philosophy. Goddamn. It's a very thought-provoking game. So that was kind of my experience with AC1. I hated Altair. Before, remember Block 4, I think. I hated Altair. Which was fine, because I had Desmond. You know, if you hate one of the main characters, you have the second main character. But, as the game progressed, I got more and more attached to him. You know, he got it together, so to speak. He stopped being a slave, I guess, to Al-Mualim. A drone. I love the present day gameplay in AC1 a lot. It was similar to a lot of the old point-and-click adventure games I grew up playing. After AC1, I moved on to AC2 immediately, which picks up immediately after AC1. And, I did not like it as much as AC1. Although, I don't think it was because the game was bad. Looking back on it now, I think it was because AC1 was deeply philosophical, and AC2 doesn't really have a lot of that. There's a bit of gray area, but not nearly as much as in AC1. Plus, you know, you don't get to play as Desmond, and that's Desmond, my boy, you know. You know, I played AC1 and AC2 on PS3 because at the time I did not have a powerful enough computer to run either of them. I wouldn't call this computer currently powerful, but she's a lot better than my older one. And yes, all technology I have are female. Cause you know, I'm of the mindset that if you treat technology good, it'll treat you good. That's why I still have my Game Boy Pocket from when I was 8 years old, you know. Hmm. AC2 was pretty great. AC2 is very different to AC1. AC1 is very focused. Laser focused. You know, you are assassin. You go here. You kill this. You do this. You do that. You know. It's very focused. It's not... It doesn't have any padding. It's just... You exist to this. AC2 is a lot... It's a lot... going directly from AC1 to AC2. It's different. It's long too. I complain about this a lot, but there's something like 13, 14 sequences. The climax feels like it should happen around 8 or 9. And then, you know, it keeps going. But that's partly due... The DLC is partly to blame for that. You know, you have Bonfire of the Vanities and the other one that I can't remember the name of because it's all escort missions. I think more than forced driving section in video games, forced escort missions in video games are also the bane of my existence. And AC2 has a lot of them. So that's partly to blame for my dislike of it in the first go. I'm sure that if I replay the game, I'll love it. Because, you know, I like it. Ezio's character development in it. I could do this all day, by the way. The ambient sounds in this place, it's almost Zen-like trance-inducing for me. It's very odd to describe. I suppose that's kind of the point. So, Clay is dead. Again. Right? Like, he got deleted, right? I loved Clay. 16 was my favorite thing about AC2. And, 16 was also my favorite thing about Brotherhood. This place reminds me of the Island of Mist, which is another game that I played when I was a kid. Never finished it, of course. Didn't even get close. That game is incredibly difficult. I should probably replay it at some point. But I'll never be done with Assassin's Creed because every single game ends in the cliffhanger. I wonder if Unity and Syndicate ending cliffhangers Valhalla as well. Although Valhalla is still getting a DLC, so maybe the story's not complete yet. So after playing AC2, I got a better PC and I played Brotherhood. And I loved it. I describe Brotherhood as AC2, but better. It's, except for the plot. The plot is garbage. I'll never, the historical day plot is garbage. Well, present day is also kind of bland, but Brotherhood plot is someone stole the thing, get the thing, and then you do that for the entire game. Find thing, get thing. Hate it. MacGuffin Quest, the game, basically. The ending is good, of course. The ending to the Assassin's Creed has always been very, very solid so far. I love it. The psychological horror of Assassin's Creed is one of my favorite aspects. And, Eagle Vision in this game is the greatest thing. Because you just hear this, you know, computer sound in the background. Listen to that. Fantastic. Struggling hardware vibes. I love it. It's great. so Brotherhood was very good. And then Revelations, and Revelations is fantastic. AC1 is one of my favorite games ever made. And Revelations is also one of my favorite games ever made. But I'm not sure which one I like more. I'll have to do a personal tier list for myself that some people do, just to see which one I like better, because Revelations is not a perfect video game. Neither is AC1, but Revelations is the most broken video game that still works. Now I can step back into the Sync Nexus to demonstrate this. It is consistently broken, which is what I find interesting. Hello. We beat the game, so now we are Desmond. Desmond, but white. White Desmond. That sounds kind of racist. Okay, now we're done. One thing I love about the Desmond skin is that, the exertion grunts, you know, when you jump and get hit and stuff like that, though, Nolan North's voice, like, they actually replaced, the audio with, Desmond's voice actor, which is a cool touch. What I don't like about the Desmond outfit is, hang on, what do I have equipped? This. Invisible hidden blade. Invisible hook blade. Come on. Really? Like, actually? Really? Like, you're gonna give me Nolan North's voice actor? But, yeah. But you're not gonna give me the hook blade? Like...
We should...
Whatever. It's a small little nitpick I have. Still a nitpick. I wonder if there's a mod to add the texture for that, because I don't know. In any case, I completely forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah! Why was I holding weapon hand? Should have been holding empty hand. The game's consistent broken. Fall of faith. Yay! Consistently broken. Alright.
My only son is struck by the flames and has no purpose.
Medical services. School of
like, you know, texture popping is part of any game. It's unavoidable. But, there's a lot of Zed fighting that happens. We're right near Assassin HQ, so this is a good demonstration. Like this tapestry on the table. Like, this is the least egregious example, but, you know, certain objects will just constantly Zed fight. We're actually going to go to, legs don't work in here. We're gonna go to, I forget what the place is called. Yeah, this one. This one? No, it was the other one I was looking for. Bazaar? No. Southport? No. Sophia Shop? No. I think... Let me see. No, it's like up here. Why am I down? Okay. I don't use the tunnel system. Can you tell? Yeah, it's this one. Already. Hey, it fixed itself. Hey, cool. Sometimes the NPCs will, they're supposed to be sitting on benches, but they're not. Where's the other broken area? NPC pop in as expected. I did a a tour of Constantinople type video. There was a lot of things that I didn't end up getting. Yeah, this guy's broken too. Cool. So he's holding a plate of food. I mean, that's not how you hold plates of food. I don't have any freedom music at the moment. The path I used for my NPC route, well, walk around route, which I want to do more of, by the way, because it's fantastic. Figuring out a good path, looking at all the NPCs. NPCs have different spawn locations depending on the time of day. So for example, if it's the middle of night, nobody's going to spawn in the marketplace. which, you know, makes sense. Nobody does shopping in the middle of night. Which is just like a small little touch you don't really think about, but it completely makes sense when you do. One thing I love that I was not able to get on camera, which upsets me, but guards have idle dialogue.
Alright, you have avoided the topic all day. No ducking. I want a straight answer. How did that trip to the doctor go? Did he give you leeches? Even down there? Oh, ho, ho. You are a brave man to withstand the advances of science.
You see those thieves they flayed? I must feel sorry for them.
We had a suspected plotter die in the questioning today. Hard to get out. Just like that strange infidel knight. Remember him? From that shipwreck off Izmir.
So we finished squeezing collecting the taxes from the merchants of the North Quarter here. I seem to recall several were indisposed when we last did the rounds. How is your brother doing? Must be hard losing a foot like that.
You know, it's just a tiny little touch. Civi NPCs have idle dialogue, and so do guards. It's very cool. This game has a lot of love and care put into it, you can tell. But you know, I've been recording videos about just how broken this copy of Revelations is for some reason. How long have I been recording for? About an hour. I could go for like 10 more minutes. Make it 50 minutes. I'm sure someone's gonna appreciate this thought process after the fact. I can hear that. Where are you? I heard the Templar's dock, but no, I don't.
If only Altair could see this.
Oh, hi. That is most unusual.
Aman Tanrım. Maybe we should stop him.
What a fantastic spectacle.
What the hell is he doing?
Well, quite the athlete's done.
Wall run on thin air, Des. Thank you very much.
What a fantastic spectacle.
Karnımı doyurabilirim. Dünya az proje.
Merhaba.
My wife's voice is most shrill, penetrating. It's funny, but I have been so busy this last while, I have barely seen her. Her condition makes her agitated, but sleepy. Though, by God, I do love her, a little respite is sometimes welcome.
The Civi NPCs in Brotherhood will also have idle chatter, but it's not nearly as pronounced as Revelation. You have to stand beside them for a long time before they start chatting. These guys, they just...
There's a lot of work to do.
You don't need to linger around too often. Here's some more Zed fighting.
Part of the rebuilding program.
You know, normal players don't pay attention to this stuff, but because I don't like moving too fast, I take in the sights, and like I like to walk around, familiarize myself with the scenery. I notice it a lot more. Is it still restricted? Yeah. It's interesting not having free roam music. Are there gonna be guards here? I don't think so. I like this area, this infiltration area, where you go speak to the prince in the tower. I really liked doing it.
Daha sıkı çalışmalısın. Patron bu iş için bize yalnızca bir gün verdi. İş tamamlanmadı. Boşaltacak bir farklı.
In the mission, there's a group of courtesans here, or Romanians, not courtesans. And there's a guard, like 2 guards up here, and like you can hire the courtesans, Romanians, and use them to distract the guards, where you can use a different approach. I try to kill as few guards as possible when I play AC because I'm kind of weird. I like the feeling of not being safe, like kind of being vulnerable. And I like sneaking around, and like you can't sneak around and be vulnerable if everyone's dead. So this placement is really weird. Like you can't stand up here. So when you go that way, you can't, like, unless you glitch yourself into the wall. I love this entire back area. Like, this place only exists for 1, maybe 2 memories, and then it's never used anymore. But like, there are NPCs down here, and like, there's a lot of care put into it. There we go. Ouch.
Would make a man. Ah, of course, honor is involved.
Hep gecikiyoruz.
Like, these 2 NPCs are playing dice, and like,
Tamamlanmadı. Boşaltacak bir parti mal daha var.
I do. It's cute, you know.
Tembel tenekeler ne bekliyor?
Çok fazla çalışıyorum. Bütün gün kutu taşıyorum ve akşamları babama fırında yardım ediyorum. Hiç boş
And like, they're
vaktim yok.
talking, and
Boşaltacak bir parti mal
I
daha var.
love this.
Daha sıkı çalış.
These 2 buds are like, oh hey, look at the view.
Bu oymaları beğendim. Genelde fantastik görüntülerden hoşlanmam ama bunlar harika. Bu mermer
This couple is like enjoying the music and performance and stuff. Like, I love it. There's so much soul in this game.
limanda işler iyi gitmiyor.
Yeah, this group, like picnic
Çok
time.
fazla çalışıyorum. Toprağa sürüyorum. Bütün gün kutu taşıyorum ve akşamları babama fırında yardım ediyorum. O tarlayı almak hiç boş vaktim yok. Kardeşimi dinlemeliydim. Çok fazla çalışıyorum. Bütün gün kutu taşıyorum ve akşamları babama fırında yardım ediyorum. Hiç boş vaktim yok. Daha iyiyim ama yaralarımın asla iyileşmemesinden korkuyorum. Toprağa sürüyorum ama toprak sert ve taşlı. Yaralarım asla
I probably went overtime. But I also just... This game is gorgeous. I love it. People telling me that, my friends have been telling me that, I'm never going to finish AC3 because apparently it's even more alive than this game, which I don't know how that's possible.
Toprağa sürüyoruz.
İstediğin kadar ağla.
Cezalandıracak.
Gözyaşlarını
Biliyorum.
kirazını
Bu
da
yaptığına
abinin
pişman
duyacağı
olacaksın.
zamana sakla.
This is a plaza of angry people, apparently.
Orijinaline para
İnsanları
verilir.
iyileştirmek için sülük kullanmıyor. İğrençler.
Taştan yağ çıkartılabilir. Taş yağı denir buna. Veya
Simya,
latincesiyle
astroloji.
petroleum. Ya da öyle bir
Savaşları
şey.
nasıl önleyeceğimiz
Zümrüt
üstüne
masa
çalışmalıyız.
simyanın temelidir. Orijinaline
Bu
para verilir.
gerçekten de büyük bir buluş.
İspanyol bilginler aynı fikirde değil ama bence yanılıyor.
Evet. Blue Bey'in
Düzenli tutacağına söz vermiştin. Bu yabani otlarla
Tanrı
çevrili bir
sadakatsizliği
kulübe.
cezalandıracak. Biliyorum. Bu yaptığına pişman olacaksın.
Bu işin sonu biliyorum.
See ya.